Friday the 13th, Part 2.
What's up, HELLRAISERS? Welcome back to yet again another video. Welcome to Friday the 13th, Part 2. So I just got done watching it, and holy shit, this might be my favorite one. It's not. But it is a massive upgrade from the first movie, I say that, in terms of characters, in terms of the atmosphere, and so on and so forth. But we're going to get into all that. But before we get into all the good, the bad, and the ugly, let me give you a little bit of plot of what this movie is about. This movie tells a story about 5 months later, or whatever they want to call this story, about people going back to the camp, and there's some mysterious death, and we don't know who it is. Unfortunately, we do. And people turn up dead, and now they gotta find out who the fuck is doing these horrific kills. I'm trying to come up with a better plot. Go to IMDb to find your plot. Because the reason why is because this movie is so weird that I don't even know exactly what the fuck the actual backstory really is. Even though I've started movies several times, I've always struggled with it. And I'm going to get into the reason why I understand it and why I don't understand it, because it's fucking crazy. So to kick things off with my first pro, I will have to say the introduction of Jason. Introducing Jason to the chapter. 1 year later, from 1980, this is 1981, they decided to shoot this movie right out the gate, and holy shit, the continuity that they did with this, we'll get there, but it's introducing Jason the way that they did is massive. I think they gave him a proper debut. They debuted him in a big way. I've always enjoyed the look of the Jason. We'll get back to that here in a second. But introducing Jason was a good change of pace to the story, to say the least. Another pro, I would have to say, we got better kills. We got a lot better kills this time around. In the OG movie, they were good. The practical effect was my favorite. But in this one, I feel like we got some simple kills, but they were much decent to look at, even though you can tell they were kind of turning it down a little bit because the MPAA, we'll get back to that in further movie. But yeah, I mean, to be more specific, this movie has a lot of kills that I think some of these kills are the meanest in the franchise. Not my favorite, but it's the meanest in the franchise. I say that, but some of these kills are fucking horrific in the wrong way possible. Another pro I would have to go with is the characters. Now, if you start my first review, you saw that I put that in the cons. The character was bland as fuck. In the first Friday the 13th movie, I wasn't a fan. I think the characters were fucking cringy as all hell, poorly executed. In this movie, they still poor, but they're better characters. Like you ruin for some of these characters. At least one of them you are. We'll get to her here in a second. But the characters in this movie is far better than they was in the 1980 Friday the 13th. In this movie, they got some backstory. They got some depth. The acting is a hell of a lot better from all these characters in the movie. And alongside with that, we also have characters that you can root for. At least that one character. We're getting there. But yeah, you got better characters to root for. Someone you can at least invest your time into. And now we get into the best character in the whole movie. That's Jenny. I think Jenny is a damn good final girl. If you don't have her on your final girls list, at least most underrated or overlooked final girl, but she's a damn good final girl. She put up one heck of a fucking fight against Jason at the third half of the movie. And I think she did such a fantastic job with a little bit of information that she knew about Jason. She was able to just charm him and to put on his mother's sweater, and because she saw his mother decapitated head. So she kind of put 2 to 2 together. And I do like that. You know, she put up a hell of a fight. She got a chainsaw, started going at Jason with it. That's what a final girl is. There's not no fucking yelling, screaming, and running away type shit. Just put up a fucking fight and then go from there. But yeah, Jenny is one hell of a final girl. She's probably one of the best actress in the entire fucking movie. If not, she's the only actress you're rooting for. Like I said, they're decent characters, but she's the only one that you really care for. And another pro I will have to go with, this movie got a better atmosphere compared to the first movie. It seemed like they got a bigger budget with this movie, to me, and the atmosphere is just beautiful. It lit very well, it looked very well, it's paced very well, like from scene to scene. They know how to light the entire fucking scene. It's gorgeous to look at. And then to go alongside that, one particular kill that I say is fucking insane and completely fucking disrespectful and mean as fuck is the wheelchair kill. When Jason threw the Mercedes and hit the boy in the fucking face with that fucking Mercedes. That's a disrespectful ass kill. It's not one of my favorite kills, but it's disrespectful as fuck. I tried not to laugh, but that shit was hilariously funny in the wrong reason possible. But it's still a disrespectful kill. And to follow up with that, I do like this stackhead Jason. Now, some people will overlook it. Some people will say it's stupid, it's dumb, but I like the stackhead Jason. I think this is where Jason looks the best in. To me, the hockey mask is known for being the iconic look because you've seen him in that so many times. But if they would have just made a Friday the 13th movie with just that stackhead Jason, I probably would have been more into that, to say the least. But yeah, stackhead Jason, I think, is the most underrated Jason you could ever find. Now, moving on into the con, I would have to say my first con with this movie, I always touched on it, but this movie, the reason I struggle with this fucking weird-ass plot is because the movie seems to forgotten what happened in the first film. They said that a little boy drowned at the Camp Crystal Lake. Yet he survived. Now he's a full-ass, grown-ass man. He was 13 years old in the first movie. Now he's a grown-ass man in this movie. And it seems like they have fucking forgotten that, even though we're supposed to be following that. Even if this 5 months or 5 years, where is the consistency? Because nothing makes any fucking sense. That's why I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but it feels weird, this entire fucking movie. And yes, I know there's going to be somebody in the comment where you're not a true fan. I am. I'm just not a fan of how the consistency works with Jason. That's all I'm saying. He's 13 years old now. He's a full grown-ass man. Because the last time we saw Jason was at the last shot of the first movie when he jumped out of the water and grabbed Alex into the fucking water. Now he's a grown-ass man. What the fuck? The consistency is all I'm saying is not there. To follow up with that, I forgot to mention in my first review in the first Friday the 13th, these fucking dream sequences. So what they do here is the same shit. Jason jumped through the fucking window to grab the final gun, and oh shit, it was a fucking horrible ass dream. They did the same shit in the original movie. I hate dream sequences. Overall thought is that Friday the 13th Part 2 from 1981 is still a good movie. I still enjoy it. But I will have to say, despite all my problem with the movie, with the dream sequences and Jason being a grown-ass fucking man, if I'm in the mood to watch the Friday the 13th movie, this will probably be the one that I put on, but it won't be my go-to. I'll probably put this on for background noise, but my go-to, y'all gonna see it might be pretty controversial, but if I'm in the mood, this will be in the conversation. So if y'all have seen any of the Friday the 13th movies, let me know all in the comment section down below. I will be running through every last one of them. If you want to get in touch with your boy, social media link will always be in the description down below. Another thing, make sure you consider dropping a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that fucking bell notification so that way when I drop another lit video for the channel, you'll be the first one to get it. And remember, stay creepy, stay spooky, and I'll catch you here in the next video. Peace.